Right now, you must be wondering, I have to manage the time and attendance of dozens of employees of my company, whether in the headquarters or in branches, through a mechanical or electronic time clock. Relate all that to records, ordinances, agreements, collective bargaining, unions, print all that in reports that control our bank, overtime hours, workload, breaks, absences, all of course with constant updates, backups and antivirus. How can I do it? Hello. Only an expert in employee access control can offer the complete solution for your company. A web-based system that manages mechanical and electronic time clocks. With our Dataweb cloud computing technology, compatible with any operating system on your computer, it is now possible, via the Internet, to share all the attendance record data between branches and headquarters, simplifying the generation of the time card and other reports, besides the export of the data for payroll. The attendance records can be sent to the Dataweb system manually or automatically through our DIPONTO time clock models, ensuring fidelity in sharing information and equal treatment for all employees. And to further simplify, the Dataweb works continuously, without interruption of service and with an automatic update of the system, keeping the database up to date with the ministerial ordinances and with the very latest in employee time and attendance control. Our technical support team will also be ready during business hours to resolve all your doubts. Now, let's surf the Internet and take a look at the records and reports of your company. Come with me. The main entries can be made in a web environment. Employee, timesheet, and trade union setups. The employee setup allows filling the employee's personal data, such as name, social security number, badge, ID, position, and department. You can group them by working groups to manage the company's departments. The timesheet setup can be done in two different ways: as an hourly worker for interns and contractors, or by workload for employees, defining the criteria for overtime hours and defaulting hours. In the trade union setup, the calculation rules for the several policies adopted, like in the cases of overtime, night hours, or hour bank, defining criteria for credit hours and debit hours are set. In the case of overtime hours, there is the possibility to set different percentages for days worked, not worked, days off, and so on, with the possibility of grouping hours per day, week, or month, with minimum and maximum limits for hours. The main types of reports generated by the system are the timesheet, daily time clock, and summarized time clock. In the timesheet case, the Dataweb is the only system that displays the total hours per day and per period, which makes the check for the final result easier. Furthermore, the user can select the columns and colors he or she wants, besides printing the time card in PDF format, which ensures data security. The daily time clock is an analytical report that brings all the information of the selected period containing the records of each employee on a given day. On this screen, we view several employees on a same day. The summarized time clock is a brief report that brings all the information of the selected period, containing the total hours with the total sum in the footer. This option is useful to send the total hours to accounting for the purposes of payroll closing and management reports. And this is the Dataweb, a new technological concept that offers companies a system with investments directly proportional to the resources employed. DIPONTO, expert in time and attendance control.